What's going on, y'all? It's your boys, Georgia Bros 5. We're coming to you live with another recording, back again for the very first time. It's your boy, Channel D, aka Adventure Rank 45 on the horizon. And I'm joined by my brothers as God is witnessing. Please introduce yourselves.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Joshin.
Hey, what up, y'all, man? Nah, you took too long. Hey, what up, y'all, man? It's Darius, man. I got energy today.
Yeah.
Hey, gang, aka cutting off Joshin, aka Jock and Darrell on the bubblegum bandit.
Yes, sir. Hold on. Say it right, bro. You can't cuss, so you can't say it right.
I can't. I can cuss. Oh, hold on. You don't tell me what I can and can't do.
I'm gonna say it.
I just
you can't
choose
cuss.
not to. I choose not to. That's different.
Okay, that's true. You your own, man. I appreciate that. God damn it, he the bubblegum band. All right, so this time on our podcast, we are talking about a relatively new game, about a month and a half old, that we are really been enjoying as of late. It's called Genshin Impact, and they just released their 1.1 update, which has brought a lot of quality of life changes, some more story additions, some more characters. So we just want to talk about the game, how you feel about it, our first impressions, our impressions now, and of course, obviously, if we continue or if we plan to continue to play. So with that being said, I open the floor to my brothers want to go ahead and kick this thing off. Took too long. Okay, oh, go ahead, Josh. That's twice. My bad, Josh.
I ain't talking at all.
Come on, man. Stop. What's up, bro? Please. Please.
Wow.
All right. So you know that man Darius put us onto the game. You know, shout out Darius, man. One time.
Hey, man. Shout out, man. Hey.
Shout out, Darius.
Downloaded the game, started playing, loved it immediately.
Oh yeah.
Still do. I am taking a little break from it though. Right now. Don't plan to stop playing it. Just kind of see. I want to see like what else they're gonna do with the game. I have committed some disposable income into the game, so I feel like I have to keep playing.
It's now an investment. I can't turn back now.
I definitely can't stop playing. But yeah, man, I don't like most of the dialogue. But as far as like all the gameplay goes, I love all the gameplay. I love being able to switch between your characters. You can combine elements. I love that aspect. I like how I like the grind of the game early on, but once you hit about adventure rank 30, gets super repetitive. I feel like it does. You do your daily stuff, and that's pretty much it. If you don't want to pay money, that's pretty much all you can do. Do your dailies and then get off. I don't enjoy that part. I think I enjoy all of the boss fights that I've gotten into so far. I think they're really cool because it's not like just the average, fighting that you do. They always try to change it up a little bit for the boss fights, and I like that. Like the story mode boss fights.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Jersey.
Bosses in the story. There are bosses in the story?
Yep, they are.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You didn't fight the giant dragon in the sky?
Yeah.
It's mostly just him.
Okay. I was like, you said it just about to make a list
Y'all
haven't
played more, so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all I said. It's mostly just because I know Darrell said that he got into a boss fight that he really enjoyed. I haven't played it, and I know Darius hasn't either. But yeah, I just like that they bring that freshness to those boss fights. It's cool.
Okay. How about yourself, Darius? What you think about the game, bro? Any of your favorites, pros, cons?
I thought it was cool, man. I must say I enjoyed it. I told a lot of my friends about it. Most of them got on. They all like out the gate. Seems like everybody enjoyed it. I don't think I really got a negative review. If there were any negative reviews, they came like after putting X amount of hours into the game, and then it's like, oh, you know, the resin, or oh, this part is slow, or something like that. But just out the gate, the game is just real rounded. I enjoyed it. I haven't really played like a RPG style, you know, grind level up game in a while, so it was kind of nice. I enjoyed it. I like the art style in it a lot. The combat's pretty simple to get into. I like, what else do I like? I like the voice acting. I thought the voice, I feel like they put a lot of effort into it. Maybe the dialogue itself could have been like off at some points, but I thought the voice actors for the characters were really good. I thought they all matched, and I thought they all kind of held their own personality when they speak. So I appreciate them, you know, taking the time to put that, because a lot of games don't really. It's not really a, you know, normally for most people, it's not a make or break for a game. So some people don't try to waste money on it, but you can see that they actually put, you know, some work into that. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed the game. I think I'm at like rank 39, somewhere around there. I've definitely slowed down on the game lately. Like prior to this newest patch, not really for any true reason. I've just been playing other stuff like League of Legends or some junk like that. So it just happened.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Okay. So I'm gonna go into some things that I like, kind of hit some points, and of course I'll ask you guys about your input about things. So the first point I want to kind of get at is characters. So obviously this is a role-playing game, so characters and who they are, their abilities really makes the game what it is. I have thoroughly enjoyed the character selection. I'll get into the cons about it in a little bit, but I thoroughly enjoyed the character selection. I mean, I love most of the characters so far. As you know, if you don't know, this is a gacha game. So if you don't know what a gacha game is, essentially, that is usually a Japanese game that you play. It's like an RPG elements type of game, and it has these things called pull rates. So essentially, they're like loot boxes or whatever we want to call them, and they have banners with characters, and you pay most likely the currency in game, which probably can be accrued using real world or your time in the game, and you use that currency to pull on these banners to get characters. So with that out the way now, I love the characters. A lot of them are really, really good. I like the fact that there are a lot of characters that aren't 5 stars that are actually very viable in the game. It's harder to get 5 stars because the pull rates are lower, obviously because they're more sought after, more overpowered characters. But there are a lot of characters in the game like Baidu, like Razor, even Noelle, Fischl, that are really, really, really good and definitely top tier characters that you can use on almost any team. I do like that about the game. And in the 5-star characters, there's so many good ones. Chi-Chi, Diluc, Kaching, Child, a new character, he's really good. There's a lot of characters that I think are really, really good, and definitely it's cool because they're also in the story and they have moments in the story as well. So it's kind of nice to see them like get their moments to shine. So I do like that. One of my favorite characters in the game, for me personally, Kaching and Diluc. Kaching is an electro type user, and Diluc is a pyro type user, and so those two elements combining creates extra damage on top of that. So they're already really good characters and they work well together. And then Chi-Chi is a healer. She's an ice type or cryo type character, and she is definitely good at attacking DPS or damage per second, and definitely healing your whole entire team. So I mean, a lot of characters in the game. As of right now, it's a pretty new game and they have a lot of good characters in. I mean, me as a person like Joshin, I'm not what you call a whale, but I will say I have spent maybe I am. I have spent some disposable income on the game, and for me, it's made the experience more enjoyable because obviously, the more you pay, the more you get to experience, which kind of sucks, but I do enjoy the experience. Exactly. Good point, Darius. Yeah.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
So what about you guys? When it comes to characters, how you guys feel about your selection or what you've played as or who you've seen. What do you feel like your favorites or least favorites are?
So one thing I would like to put, if we can get 100 likes on this video, we'll make another video where we all reveal how much money we spent on the game.
Hey, say that.
Besides that,
or that or 500 views.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
No,
I'm down for it.
Hey, y'all don't want.
I'm
Hey,
kidding.
I'm
if
down
Darrell
for it.
down for it, everyone's down for it. All right.
Thanks.
But I like them. I liked actually no, I can say I love them. I love all the character designs in the game. Like I said, I like the art, and then I like the work they put into all of the playable characters. Like just aesthetically, I love the way they all look. Most of them feel really good as you're playing them. There's no customizable costumes or anything like that, but I think it may go into why they work so hard on just their base design, just so you can still enjoy looking at them, you know, even though you can't change them for your own personal preference. Play wise, you know, I am not the best RNG player, so I do not have the luxury of owning any 5-star characters. But I like the few that I do have. I've moved from using the main character as like I used to use them to fight a lot, but like the more you get into it, you'll see other people are better at like DPS. So other people, you'll solely use them for their abilities. So I like use my main character for that. Like I raised all his, you know, elemental stuff up, and I'll just bring him out, throw a tornado, and then put him away. So I like that everybody's versatile like that. Like some people, you don't have to drop them just because they're not good at, you know, their basic attack hits or whatever. You can use them just for their special abilities, which combine with other people's. And then you actually have other people that are good that you'll want to have out all the time, you know, that you can do your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 combo over and over again just to get a lot of damage out.
Yeah.
I like Fischl a lot. I'd probably say Fischl is probably my favorite character that I own.
She's dope. She's so good. She's so good.
Josh?
Yeah, she is. Yeah, man. Darius, you really kind of said it all, man. But when it comes to like my favorite characters, I like Fischl, Chi-Chi. I throw Barbara in there. I like the freeze combo with Chi-Chi, man.
That's nasty.
That junk is just so good. Like I have to use it. I have acquired other water users since, but I haven't really put any time into them as of yet. So she'll probably get replaced. My fourth person, I feel like I swapped that person out a lot. I'll use like Noelle or I can't even think of their names right now. But yeah, I think that's like my big four. Is Noelle, Chi-Chi. Yeah, I'll use Zhang Ling. Yeah, I'll use it. Who? Who?
That is nuts.
That's a character that I hate.
Man,
I hate
first
her.
person you acquire is literally the worst person in the game.
Yeah,
like that
she's
is
the first
nutty.
person other than the main character. Yeah, she's
like that's.
If you haven't played the game yet, sorry, but it's gonna be out for a little bit, so of course there'll be a few spoilers in here, light spoilers, so nothing too crazy about the story or whatever. Oh, also, if you aren't subscribed, man, consider subscribing, man. Do us a favor, we really appreciate it. And if you are this far in the video, man, hit us with a like, man. We really appreciate that too. Moving on to the next point, gameplay. So for me personally, I have gameplay and story, we'll put them both together. I have thoroughly enjoyed the gameplay. I love it. I love the combo system. I love the graphics. I love the way it looks. I love hitting enemies with different kind of elemental combos. I love seeing my characters going all out. I love getting new swords, new abilities, new artifacts, which boost your different kind of stats, like critical hit chance or critical damage, your attack, not defense or health. So those are pretty good features for me that I really like. I like the way that everything comes together. The grinding to me, sometimes I don't like it, but a lot of times I actually do enjoy it. I like RPG games. I played Dragon Quest growing up. Darius knows. I mean, he Final Fantasy. So I've gotten used to understanding that if I want to be the strongest in the world, it's gonna take some time. So it just is what it is. But I've always enjoyed that. I actually really, really do like the story. I like it a lot. But like Darius said, or was it Joshing? Which one I said about the dialogue? It was Darius. You?
That I did not like it.
Yeah. I don't care to sit through all the talking. Sometimes I just want to fight. I don't care to sit through all the talking, but I will say, like Darius said, the voice acting is amazing. And actually, oh, sorry, Joshine. The voice acting is actually amazing. And I really do enjoy some of the things that they do say. I just don't want to sit through all of it all the time. I would appreciate a skip dialogue button, but not even that. I would actually appreciate an auto advance button. You have to press the button every time you want to advance the conversation. If they could just automatically do that like an actual convo, it would be much nicer. But I do enjoy the game very, very much. The gameplay to me is addicting. That's why I keep playing it every single day since it came out. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that. So,
yeah, I feel that. I thoroughly enjoyed like exploring. I can't wait for them to like add more land
another region
to explore, because like I had so much fun just like walking around the map, finding junk, climbing mountains that I know I probably shouldn't be going that high, but wind up finding something up there, and it's just like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
like I climbed so high and for a reason. And I was just doing it because they just kept letting me go up. So I was like, hey, why stop?
How about you, Darius? I know you kind of hit it on a little bit. You want to say anything else?
I mean, I guess just based off like what Josh was saying, I like the open worldness of the game. I like being able to, freely go wherever I want and, do whatever I want. I can have the choice to go. If I want to go back and do the story, I can do that. But if not, I can just, explore everything, climb the highest peak just because, and sometimes get rewarded for it.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It kind of brought me back to like Spider-Man days, just looking for the highest building and climbing up
off
them.
That bit.
Yep, just because
climbing that the highest point just to jump off.
Man.
I know
almost hit the ground, hit the web sling.
Like maybe newer people will more closely related to what is it, Breath of the Wild? Zelda.
Yeah.
They clearly based a lot of stuff off of that. But I think it's still good. I think it's still a fun original game.
Yeah. So the next point I'm going to get to is kind of like the cons and our complaints. So for me personally, the two biggest things I think that I don't like about the game is the first thing is the pull rates. So like I explained earlier, your ability getting characters depends on typically, sometimes you get them through a story or through the game or whatever, but typically relies on RNG, which stands for random number generator. And what that means essentially is you use your in-game currency and you get the ability to possibly get characters back. So you never can get really honestly an assured character. And so 4-star characters, you get them, every 10 pulls, you get at least one. You're guaranteed to get at least one. For 5-star characters, you're guaranteed to get them at least once every 90 pulls. And that's a large number when you factor in how much currency they give you in the game. And it's as soon as you get higher in adventure rank, the less you get. So like Joshine was saying, once you hit that adventure rank 30, the game does really slow down because they give you less primogems. Before the update, you had less resin, which you had to use resin to get a lot of items, a lot of artifacts, and they didn't give you very much. And to get more, obviously, you had to spend your primogems, which is the in-game currency. But to get primogems, you have to pay money or earn them through the game, but you get markedly less primogems the more you play the game. And so the pool rate for 5 stars. So I played gacha games before. I was a big fan of Dragon Ball Legends. That game, the equivalent to 5 stars in that game, the pull rate for those was 7% typically. 7%. Not very high, but not super low. The pull rate for 5 stars in Genshin Impact is 0.6%.
Pretty dumb.
Pretty fucking insane. 0.6%. So most times, they call it the pity, going from your first pool all the way to your 90th pool and getting a 5 star, or the 90th pool is called the pity. So they give you a pity system, but to get to, I'll put it in perspective. Spending $100 gets you about 5 whole 10 pools, so 50 pools. $100 gets you not even the guaranteed ability to get a 5-star character. That is one of my biggest complaints about the game, because like Darius, and I hate it for him, he's a person that hasn't got a 5-star yet, and so it's like I hate it for, because like there's a lot of people who have played the game who enjoy it, who go. What?
Man, crying.
I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry, dog. I know, man. I'm sorry. He's played the game and he loves it, and I hate it for people like him because he's one person of many who hasn't gotten a 5-star character. I'm like, I know. Calm down. I'm sorry. And I was like, it really just fucking sucks. And my second issue with the game, as I mentioned earlier, it's gotten better now, is the resin system. So essentially, you get this kind of a quote unquote currency, and it's called resin, and you have to use them to do domains, or to receive treasure from bosses, and you only get but now you get 160 at a time. You can hold up to 160 at a time. And bosses and stuff can range from 20 resin to 40 resin to 60 resin. Different kinds of things require different amounts of resin. And it sucks because you only get 1 resin per 8 minutes. And even though the game is super duper fun, you're limited to playing it for those treasures by how much resin you have. And the game tailors off once you get past, like I said, AR35 or Adventure Rank. AR35 or AR30, once you get to that level and higher, resin is really what you're going to be using most of the game, most of the time you're playing the game. And earlier in the game, they give you resin, but when you're Adventure Rank 10 and below, you really don't need resin. So you don't get to use any of that. So they tailored the game a lot to people who are newer and playing the game, because you get so many primogems at the beginning. You don't need resin for anything. You're just having a great time getting all this cool free fucking stuff. And now you're invested in the game. You're invested in the game. You want to keep playing. So you keep playing. You're spending your primogems doing pools because you want these cool fucking characters. And next thing you know, you're out of primogems. Now there's resin. You're out of resin. You're like, oh man, what do I do now? Pull out the old credit card. Credit card. And the next thing you know, man, you spend that little 5, that little 100. Look, it's a fun game. It's a great game. I just think that some of the rates and the resin system could use a rework or relook. The rate system for pulling characters, I think it definitely could be higher. I think it definitely should be higher, because I think it would retain more of a player base. And not that I think that they're falling off of player base. I don't see that as an issue yet. But I would think raising the rates wouldn't hurt anything, because this is not a player versus player game. You're not fighting other characters. You're fighting the computer. So I don't really see it being a big deal to increase, if not to, I don't know, 1%, increase the ability for players who have been loyal to play the game. They don't reward players who are loyal, i.e. getting past Adventure Rank 30 and up. People who have stuck with the game, they don't reward them as well as they reward newer players, which I think really sucks. I think a progressively better rewarding system for characters, for players, would retain one, player base, and two, increase satisfaction. But
yeah,
I'm just a dude.
That's the issue with any gacha game. I think me and Darius, we and you with the Legends, but me and Darius played a lot of gacha games on phones. And we'll play them for a couple months, but after a while, you just hit that wall and you hit that jump hard, and then it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Because it's like the only way that I can have more fun is to spend money.
Yeah.
and I'm not like, man. If this game was strictly on my phone,
dead.
I would not pay any money whatsoever. The only reason I did is because it's different than most gacha games. But if it was just on the phone, nah. I probably would. I honestly probably be playing anymore.
Yeah. I love like Josh said, I love to play gacha games here and there. But this game, it feels so different because it's on console and it's on PC, and I don't have to if I could play Legends, like Dragon Ball Z Legends, on my computer as an actual Dragon Ball Z game, I will probably still be playing that game. But it's just tapping on your phone. It's not as fun, not as alluring as playing on a console, playing on a PC. And you get this graphics, you get to play with a controller or a keyboard and mouse instead of tapping on a phone. It's just so much more intuitive, so much better. But but like you said, if it was only on the mobile, I probably wouldn't be playing as much as I am. I definitely wouldn't have put any money, if I did, into the game.
Yeah.
How about you, Des? What's your biggest kind of complaints and issues with the game, with Genshin Impact?
Maybe.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Maybe the lack of
5 stars in your. Oh, my bad.
Bosses.
Wow.
Like earlier when y'all was saying y'all love the boss battles and how they're different. Like I still don't really vibe with that because I legit when y'all was saying that, not even trolling, I didn't even know what y'all were talking about. I was like, what the heck boss fights are y'all talking about? I was like, yeah, they have the Storm Terror one and I guess the wolf and then whatever Darrell's talking about, but that is only 3 out of that whole game, and out of how many story missions there are and stuff. I feel a strong lack of bosses or different levels of combat. Most of it's just the same thing, and you might just fight one of the same things that's maybe a little bit stronger, and then you're done with the mission. I would like more bosses or more diverse bosses, something like that.
I think I feel you on that point because I relate that point or this game in terms of boss battles to I think the closest thing I could think of is God of War on PS4, because although I really do like the boss fights, Darius is right, there aren't very many. But when there is one, I really do enjoy it. And I feel the same way about God of War, because I really did love the game, but when you beat it and you look back, you're like, I really didn't fight that many bosses. I just fought a lot of characters. I mean, not counting the fairies? The harpies? Valkyries, thank you. Not counting the Valkyries, because they're not actual story bosses. But counting the final boss, which I won't say if you haven't played it yet. There's not really anybody else in the game that you fight. But the game is so good that I don't notice it as much, I guess, in God of War. I think this is kind of the same with that. I really do enjoy the game very much, and I don't notice the lack of huge battles or as often as I would like it to be, because the game is fun. But then I guess maybe because of the fact that you can refight the bosses every week for rewards again, maybe kind of makes me forget. But I would like more. Yeah, I do understand that point. And that kind of essentially rounds out a lot of the things that we want to go over. The impressions, our first impressions about the game, and then of course our medium, and then of course I just want to talk about update 1.1 real quick, which just dropped very recently. It put out some new characters, a child who's a 5-star water character, and then I forget her name, but she's a 4-star cryo character. and they dropped a lot of new content as far as quality of life changes, an update to the resin system, which is really nice. I think very much needed. They added reputation ranks to each city in the game. There's only 2 so far, but they come with a lot of different perks and a lot of cool things that you can do. I definitely enjoy the game, and I plan to keep playing. I don't know how long, but if they keep coming regular updates, I'll keep popping back in. And so yeah, if you would like to hop in our Discord, I'll link it in the description. We're in there typically playing games like Genshin Impact, Among Us, League of Legends, even some Killing Floor 2, or whatever, you know. Hop in, talk to us, and let us know what you want to play, man. We're always down to play some new games, but don't bring us no bullshit. And please
we gonna let you know.
Say what?
Because we gonna let you know.
We gonna let you know and let you out. And we appreciate you guys continually supporting us as always. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video and this channel, and support us. We always really do appreciate it. Also, we'll be dropping some more content on iTunes and Spotify for those who like to, you know, go on long drives sometimes. We are here for you. We appreciate everything, and we're bringing you more content in the future. And Darius, Joshin, you got anything?
Nope.
Jersey.
I guess that's it, man. Jersey. Later. Peace.
Peace.
Dose.